Hey everybody, welcome. I'm gonna take you through the accepting the invitation that I sent out to you and creating your QuickBooks company that we'll use for the course. This is the stuff that's in chapter 2. The problem is that since the textbook publisher has published the book, Intuit, the company that makes QuickBooks, has made significant updates to the QuickBooks software. Not so much as far as how it all works and how it all works kind of underneath the skin of the software, but the way you interface with it when you're setting up your company looks pretty different than what they have in the book. So I thought I'd make this video, and you can just follow along with this video to set up your company. Anyway, so here's the email that you should have received, and you're just going to click accept information or accept invitation. And then hit continue. Click create a new company. You won't have all those choices I had because I've used QuickBooks, so there's lots of company files already in there. All right, so now it's going to take us through the new company process. So we hit next. We're just going to call ours case 01, so leave that and then put a dash and put your name. I think the textbook says to put your student ID or whatever. Don't worry about that. I mean, this is a small class, and so your name is sufficient. Hit next. When it says, how have you been managing your finances? Don't worry about this. So just hit like other. Hit no. So what they're asking you is if this business is your main source of income. Some people start a business that's their main source of income. Others, it's like a side thing. So we're going to say no. It says, how do you request and take payments? And we're going to choose invoices, cash or check. And that's it. Hit next. We're going to say under a year for how long we've been in business. Hit next. It asks us if we're an LLC. We're going to say no. And instead, we're going to hit C Corp, which is just a regular standard corporation. Anyway, we don't have time to talk about all the different S Corps and C Corps, but we're going to choose C Corp, hit next. When it asks what our industry is, we are just going to tell it that honestly, it doesn't matter for our purposes. So we're going to call it educational support services. Sorry, I'm just looking at two different things here. When it asks what our main role is, we're going to say a bookkeeper or accountant. Hit next. And then it's going to say who works at the business. And we're going to say we plan to hire in the future. Then it's going to ask us what apps, and we're just going to say skip for now. And then it's going to ask us what we want to do with QuickBooks. And we're going to choose manage and pay bills, send and track invoices, create estimates or quotes, manage inventory, manage sales tax, accept payments, track sales, and I think, trying to see if there's anything else we should include here. I think that would be good. We'll hit next. Hit next. We're going to hit skip for now. Again, we'll hit skip for now. When it asks us how we track our receipts, we're going to say, I save paper and digital receipts, and hit next. Just an advertisement, so we'll hit next. We'll hit let's go. And so that takes us all the way through step 14 in the textbook. Like I said, it looks pretty different than what it looked like in the textbook because they've updated the software interface. Even though it didn't really change much, it just looked different. So I wanted to step you through that. Starting at step 15, I'm just going to X out of this, take a tour of the homepage. But starting at step 15, it should be the same. So like we can go to settings, and that'll show us our settings menu. And then if we click accountant settings, which is step 16, we can see those things, but already like QuickBooks checking isn't in the textbook, but it's a new feature that Intuit's offering. So you should be able to work your way through the rest of the steps here in chapter 2. But I just wanted to get you through those first 14 steps because, like I said, it looks different. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. And don't worry, you can't screw anything up so bad we can't fix it. So don't feel nervous about it. It's okay to just sort of learn as you go. And then what'll happen is each week you'll submit some things in the assignments, and I'll provide some feedback, and then it will carry forward. So what we want to make sure we do with this QuickBooks file is maybe wait for feedback before you move on to the next lesson, so that if there are any issues, I can fix them for you, or at least explain to you how to fix them. Anyway, have a great week. And as always, if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out. Thanks.